Hey guys, this is Nathan and welcome back to Crash Landing. So today we are going to try to finally get this pressure generation automated so that this thing turns on and off automatically because yeah, we've been having some major problems. However, I don't like the way this is looking here. It's turning into a big mess. So we are going to move all of our pressure related stuff over into this area, and I hope that will kind of clear things up a little, make it look nicer. Now, I'm currently making a whole bunch of resistors and capacitors so that we can turn some of these, or capacitors, transistors, turn some of these unassembled PCBs into assembled PCBs. So, yeah, that's where I'm at right now. Also making more of these guys, so hopefully that will all work. But I'm going to have to tear all this down. But before we do have a couple of things that we are going to make real quick. Now these are the advanced tubes for pneumatic craft. So first we have the advanced pressure tube. And actually before we do that, I need to clean my inventory out a little. Just got too much junk, too much junk, too much junk. Let's just get rid of a whole bunch of this stuff. Alright, that's better. So we have the advanced pressure gauge tube first. This takes a pressure gauge, a regular advanced tube, and two redstone. So this is the one that will actually emit a redstone signal. Next we have the safety valve tube, the advanced version. Now this will release pressure if we go too high. This takes levers, advanced pressure tubes, pressure gauges, but we are not going to be using these directly in our tubing system. We are going to place those two with an advanced pressure tube and two more pressure gauges to make the advanced pressure regulator tube. Now this will limit the amount of pressure going through the system. So then should have everything that I need. Do believe actually I need at least one more redstone emitter. Did I leave? I didn't leave any redstone in my inventory. That's cables, that's valves. Okay, so redstone emitter is 3 pieces of redstone and an inventory cable, and we are going to actually automate this stuff with Steve's factory manager, or we are going to attempt to. Normally I would use vanilla redstone. I'm going to try to do it with Steve's this time around. But yeah, we've got a whole bunch of stuff that I need to work on, and then I will be back. Well, I guess I get to see if I set this up right. So I have just a very simple pipe set up here with 2 gauges in it. Now I've got one up here that's the advanced pressure gauge. I've got this one over here that's regular pressure gauge. And right here between the 2 types of pipes I have my regulator tube. Now the power emitter, or the redstone emitter behind this regulator tube is putting out a redstone strength of 14 right now, which gives us 1.5 bar of pressure in the small pipes. Now this, we have a redstone receiver behind this gauge, which is picking up that signal. The inventory manager is processing that, and if this reaches 13 here, it should shut off this redstone emitter, turning off the compressor. So actually here I'm going to remove that lever just to make sure. Right now the compressor is running off of the factory manager's redstone. So, also, our pneumatic wrench is fully charged now. Woohoo! So, while we're waiting for that to build up the last of its pressure, let's figure out what this needs to be at. Yeah, basically 4.5 to 5. So, let's see. We have 2 times the pressure is the redstone signal. Well, that doesn't seem right then. Oh, wait, no. We need to go off of this one, the advanced pressure regulator. Okay, so 22.5 minus the redstone times 1.5. So if we go to 3... No. Okay. Oh, here. Let's just do it this way. We're going to come in here and we are going to change this. Basically, it looks like we can go to 12 and we'll be okay. So now the pressure is climbing here. And I'm guessing it's going to stop at 4.5. Yep, I would say my guess was pretty accurate. Okay, so now this one should be stopping at 19.5 bar. Looks like we're at 18.5 right now. Pressure is still steadily climbing. Let's get NEI out of the way. We're at 18.9. So yeah, we are rapidly approaching the spot where this should turn off. So I can kind of see the redstone emitter back here. And that should shut off. Yes, it did. Awesome. Perfect. Perfect. We have this working absolutely flawlessly. Wonderful. We're at 4.5 bar. I don't think that I can get any closer than the 4.5 that we have there. So basically, I think we've got this as close as we're going to be able to get it. And with these 4 blocks right here, we are able to completely regulate the speed at which, or the pressure at which our air is being generated. So that is awesome. Now I suppose the next thing I should do is get my pressure chamber set up again. Now this time that I build the pressure chamber, I don't want to do the 3x3. I actually want to make it quite a bit bigger. I don't know if I want to do a 4x4 or a 5x5. So I'll do a little thinking about that, but if I make it bigger, I am going to have to make some more supplies for that. So I suppose I will try to decide which one I'm going to make, and then I'll be back. Well, now that I have this thing all set up, we can start to look at a few other things. Let's see here. Do I have... I don't have any micro blocks on me. Well, I need to divide those two. But doing all of this work has finished a couple of quests in the quest book. Now, I did go out and kill a spider. So if we look in the basic survival, we now have the making a killing completed. This is going to give us the spammer launcher and a tracking self-propelled anti-material rocket. And then we can choose between an alumite sword blade, bleh, a machine frame, or a sink core. Now honestly, I'm not sure which one I want. I accidentally broke one of my sink chambers, my construction chambers, so the sink core would be kind of nice, but at the same time the machine frames are always a pain. And if we still have one sink chamber, we could probably be okay. Oh, decisions. I think I'm going to just take the sink core because it is really a pain to make that thing. So there we go. That one is done. Now, I believe, yeah, the only thing that we have left here is now ramping up, which, like I was saying, wants a grinder and the reactant dynamo. We really don't need that right now. So then also in under pressure we have a claim that, or a reward to claim, and that is the under more pressure. Now we had made the kinetic compressor, but then there was more to this. So the advanced pressure tube. Hooking a kinetic compressor to a regular pressure tube is a bad idea. The advanced tubes can take a much higher pressure without exploding. Check NEI. The advanced tubes come in pretty much the same variety as their regular brethren. And then finally we have monitoring and regulation. The advanced gauge works just like its regular counterpart, just the formula for redstone signal output is a little different. This will allow you to automate the turning on and off of the kinetic compressor. The regulator will allow you to connect a high pressure system to a low pressure system. it will only allow a certain amount of pressure based on redstone signal strength it receives to pass. As a hint, 3 redstone dust and a lever will allow 4.5 bars of pressure through, which is safe for any low pressure machinery you wish to hook up. So this had the other parts that we needed. Now this is one heck of a quest, because this is going to give us a redstone energy cell frame, 6 redstone energy conduits, and 16 redstone. Now these guys have to be filled in the fluid transposer, and we have to melt the redstone in the magma crucible first. And actually I might see how much power do we have in these guys. So this one's full actually, and we have some redstone in there of all things. So let's go ahead and drop in this redstone energy cell frame. How much redstone do we need here? We need 4 buckets. Okay, so we need another 18 redstone in here. So we'll go ahead and do that. And while actually we didn't need 18. Whatever. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to go ahead and grab some water. And yes, I made a whole bunch more of my fruit salad, cucumber salad, and vegetable soup. So hopefully everything will be good there. And there we go. So there we are, filling this redstone energy cell frame. Once we get that filled, we're going to go ahead and drop these guys in there as well. You know, we might as well drop this redstone in there. So yeah, we're going to have some redstone energy conduits and this redstone energy cell. I guess we still have one little thing to do to this. So if we take a look at the uses, we need some electrum, lead, and a conductance coil. Well, we should have all of that stuff up above, and actually we need food. Okay, so vegetable soup, I believe, is where we are at for what we should be eating next. And once I finally use up all of the food that I just made, we are going to be upgrading our food source. Now, I do have a whole bunch more that I made in here, so it is going to be a while, but we are going to be updating our food source. So we need electrum. Do we not have any electrum? Really? Oh no, I know where the electrum is at. It is out here. I would say, I can't hardly believe that we wouldn't have any electrum. And then we need a conductance coil, which needs silver and redstone. We don't have any silver out here. No. Conductance takes electrum, I believe. Let's just grab a bunch of this stuff that's not supposed to be out here, which is the majority of it. We'll go ahead and head back in. I'm not sure. The conductance coil... Oh, I don't know. I am so confused at this moment in time. So let's take a look at the uses here again. Okay, yes, this does take electrum. Where did the redstone... Did I drop... I dropped a block of redstone in there. What the heck? Okay, so redstone on each side. Come on, click in the right spot. And there we go, the conductance coil. We need a lead ingot on each side of that conductance coil. Electrum ingots in a little pyramid, and then we put in that. There we go. Now this thing will hold 10 million RF. So that is quite an improvement over our little hardened energy cells. But we also have no power coming out of our ender generator right now. So I suppose we had better go and fill this up with some pearls. Now another thing that I have noticed, first off, my harvester cut down my apple trees on me. Now, not that that's a bad thing. We have a lot of apples and we're not going to be using a lot of them anymore. So that's one thing. Another thing that I found out is this kinetic compressor will use power regardless of whether it is on or off. So not only have I shut off the kinetic compressor with this redstone emitter, But also I changed the redstone control on this hardened energy cell to only work on a high signal. So now when this emitter turns on, the energy cell will turn on and pump power into the compressor, and the compressor will turn on to take power into the rest of this. Now what I did here is to make this a 2x2, 4x4 pressure chamber. And I forgot we were getting some micro blocks to break that tube in half. Because one thing that we do not want to do is send items that are not supposed to be in the system back through it. So let's go ahead and get up here, slice that in half, and think for some reason we had a tube inside of this thing. I don't know what was going on with that, but we'll go ahead and set these two. So we want to ignore on both of them, and then we'll take our wrench and flip them so that they're going the other direction. And yeah, we had a pressure tube stuck in there. Don't ask, I don't know. Now I tried putting 2 tubes into the side of this pressure chamber. I don't know if that makes any difference, but it sure doesn't hurt anything either. We've got our laser assembly line set up again. We have our automated power. We have our pneumatic wrench fully charged. We have our energy cells automatically turning things on and off. And we have a couple of new toys for our power transfer and storage. So, yeah, things are doing really good. I'm really thrilled about this. But I do think I'm going to have to say that's it for today. So, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, don't forget to give a thumbs up. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. If you have any thoughts about what I've been working on or something that you would like to see, be sure to leave that down in the comments, and I will see you next time. Bye!